yesterday was obviously probably a rough night for a lot of guys in the clubhouse, but to come back in facing a very difficult pitcher that has given us fits in the past. Uh, Impressed with the way the guys went about it and kind of tacked on some runs. Lomo got us on the board. He had a great night. Longo, good to see him swinging. And then Colby Rasmus was kind of the separator in the home run there. He's had a couple just misses, and it was nice to see him connect and get one over the wall. Story of the game, obviously, is Oda Rizzi to bounce back, coming second start back from the DL, and just looked like he was in mid-season form, really keeping guys off balance, especially after the first inning homer. Just did a tremendous job.
Same with Jake. I mean, he allowed just 3 hits today after the first inning. I mean, he was beyond efficient. What was it that he was found a groove, and I mean, he was pretty much lights out.
Yeah, he had everything going today. The cutter was good, the changeup was good, and the fastball was good. I don't think he used the early strike curveball too much, but probably that's because he knew he had confidence in so many of the other 2 pitches or 3 pitches. So just like the way that he attacked, love the way that he faced Batista twice, falls behind 3-0 both times, and comes back and gets him out. So saying that to that, or doing that with that type of hitter is saying something.
What do you like that you're seeing from Evan Longoria? I mean, back-to-back nights, four times at the plate. Last night, tonight, again, 3 times. What's working for him offensively?
Well, he's barreling up the ball a little bit more. I mean, look, Longo's he's proven he's a really good player. He's a great hitter. I mean, he was going to come out of it eventually. It looks like he's coming out of it. He's feeling a little bit better, getting his timing back in. We've seen him hit some long fly balls and driven some balls to right center. That seems to get him locked in, and especially the night before, he was taking some swings and just kind of going with what the pitcher gave him, taking some base hits the other way. Today, I know he pulled a breaking ball in the left field gap, but he's too good to stay quiet for too long.
Last year, his numbers in the second half were as good as anybody's in baseball. What would that mean if he can bring that over to this year?
Well, I mean, quite a bit, but you could probably say that for a handful of guys in our lineup that, the way they played in the second half or the way they swung the bat in the second half, if we get that for a longer period of time, our lineup's going to be that much better. I mean, you look at Lomo, you look at Souza, Corey Dickerson, and Brad Miller was really good after his first month. So all of those guys, there's such keys to our lineups, but I think Longo probably is right there at the center of it.
You mentioned, or you alluded to the tagging on runs, and that's been an issue before where some of the games that have gotten away, and we've even asked you about the bullpen, and your point has been you could have scored more runs
Yeah.
to widen the lead. How important was that today to be able to do that? Take it from 2-1 to 3-1 to 5-1?
Very important given what took place the night before. When we had some opportunities that kind of smacked us right in the face and we didn't capitalize on them. They crept back in. They get a big homer to tie the game, and then it kind of goes back and forth. So, obviously, didn't want to see that, same thing play over again today. And it was nice that Colby comes up and really adds on and separates the game.
Is that a mentality just to get those guys to keep going? I mean, again,
it's an obvious mentality. Believe me, they're trying. There's no doubt about that, and they know that. I mean, we got to find ways to win close ball games too, because good teams can do that.
Right.
But good teams also separate games on given nights, and the guys, they take full ownership and knowing that once we get 3, once we get 4 early on, the way you solidify the win there is to double it or add 2 more to it.
Right.
What happened on the home run in the first? I mean, the umpire never signaled.
No, I think the umpire just, not to make there was probably some uncertainty whether the ball went out. The ball went out. It was a home run, but that's what you see them do on any time. You don't want to stop play and then it not have been a homer.
Kevin, you guys have had a string of leads that have gotten away from you. How good did it seem was it for you to see the bullpen shut the door the way they did?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, look, we're asking some guys that haven't pitched in this atmosphere too much, especially a guy like Jose Alvarado to come in. I mean, I think that was great for him to come in a 6-1 ball game and get to face some of those guys that at the top of their lineup. It's only going to boost his confidence. Love the way he's throwing strikes. Nice to have Erasmo back. So anytime you can have success after a rough night before, it helps.
with Colby, even outside of the home run, he seems really locked in. Like he's really barreling up balls.
Yeah, man, the home run was impressive. The at bat off Grilly was probably just as impressive. He laid off a bunch of what they try to do, back foot sliders, a couple change ups. I mean, if he's doing that, it's pretty telling that he's seeing the ball pretty well.
And it's a nice addition into the middle of the
Yeah.
in the middle of the batting order.
Without a doubt, there's some similarities to those guys. They're left-handed. They all have the ability to hit the ball in the ballpark.
What's the additional benefit of having the lens out of the starters where you're getting it? Like it helps you, right? Keep the starter in at it. It's going to help you on the bullpen side.
Yeah,
too.
it shortens. I mean, look, we don't have a ton of defined roles down there right now. That's probably as much my decision as theirs. And, we've had some really good performances out of the bullpen, and we've had some performance that we'd like to have back. So right now, keying on our starters and them getting deep in games like that, it just helps rest us and keep us going. I mean, look, adding that run there allowed Erasmo not to have to go back out. Erasmo's good for an inning or two tomorrow. That's the type of stuff that helps.
Right, and Odo, I guess my point was Odo giving you 7.
Yeah,
That's
the
good
length
for
is, we'll always take the length for sure.
Kevin Erasmus had a busy
Yeah.
24, 48 hours. So what'd you like that he went out there and did his job
Yeah,
today?
he gave up a first or second pitch hit, and then just attacked the strike zone. I mean, when Erasmo is in the zone and controlling the count, he's a really good pitcher, and you can say that for a lot of guys, but it seems to really show up a lot with Erasmo.
Did you think at all about
Oh my
using?
gosh, Dave, this is going a long time. What the heck's going on?
We're trying to get to
Price of,
Yeah.
price of victory.
All right.
Did you think at all about using Odorizzi at the 8?
No.
Okay.
No,
Was it because of past? That was still
Well,
just
I
kind
think
of
he
bringing
was
him
at
along?
107 pitches, 80, so basically roughly 30 pitch difference. I mean, that's a lot to ask, but no, I did not.
It's only 2 times, but Alvarado's strike throwing, that probably,
Outstanding.
right? That's a good sign
Outstanding.
for a young
That's a
guy.
little bit of the question mark coming in when you bring a young guy up, and he's been very committed into the zone and not shied away from it whatsoever.
Good.
All right.
I don't way to end it